I'm standing now out in front of what used to be Western Meats. Joe Miller, my sidekick, who helped me point the phone at the siren. Or he owns this building now, and this used to be just an old building. It was before everybody got refrigerators in their homes and stuff, and so
Midwestern Meats.
Midwestern Meats, yeah.
Yes. Owned by Carl Miller.
By Carl Miller.
Yeah,
okay.
no relation.
No relation, okay.
And then this was, there's a ramp going a little up here.
Okay.
This was the locker room.
Okay.
They had a freezer hanging from the ceiling there. And this room is all, as you can see, is all concreted in. It's very solid, metal roof.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
wow.
a big freezer.
Holy cow.
And here's some of the lockers right behind you. They left a few of the lockers.
Oh, wow. Now that's a piece of history.
Yeah, and of course you can feel right here where they had the nameplate for the owner
Right there.
of what was in the locker.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah,
That's really cool.
they are very cool. Yeah.
This is so awesome. And then,
And so this, we were collectors. My wife and I are collectors in the 80s and 90s. And so this is some of our personal stuff in here that we have, things that we don't want to sell.
yeah.
Because when the junk jaunt comes in late September, we're open, and we have on the other side of the wall on your right, there's a big antique store.
Oh, wow.
About 80 feet of
Nothing
old
but,
antiques and things like that.
Do you ever get any of the crank phones in?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Haven't
Okay.
seen a one. No, I haven't. Yeah, they're kind of rare, kind of valuable.
Yeah, I'll tell you something else I'm trying to come across, and I don't know if they have them, but you know the old, they used them in World War I or World War II, the old hand crank sirens?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, I don't have anything of such value.
Okay. Or even, do you guys have old kerosene lanterns and things?
No.
I'm just trying to think of some of the stuff that was around when my mom was a kid back in
Yeah.
1937.
Yeah. Well, we have this is part of an old antique lamp. You might get that on your video. It's a cast iron, decorative cast iron.
Oh,
It's quite beautiful.
oh, neat.
It is quite beautiful.
That is really cool. Look at that.
There's the stand.
Look at the intricate designs on
Truly. Yeah, it's
Oh.
quite something.
it. I can feel it. It's really awesome.
Yes, it is quite something. So, you know, we have some things like that, and then, of course, as we go back out of the locker, they had a room that was the cold room,
Okay.
which was like curing the meat.
Okay.
You know, would hang in there. The half would hang in there.
Yeah.
And it would cure.
Cure.
And
Yeah.
So
That's really
here
cool.
is. I'm a bit of a mechanical guy.
Okay.
This is a 1953 Layer Manufacturing golf cart.
Holy smoke!
Three-wheeled golf cart with a top.
With
It had a thing on the top.
like a tarp. Yeah.
Yes.
Holy
yes.
smoke! That is cool.
And so I found this in town here and bought it from a gentleman. And here's the now if you'll come down here, here's the insignia on the front of this gadget,
Oh wow.
and it's called a hillbilly.
Hillbilly.
That's right.
That's pretty cool. That is so neat, Joe.
And so I bought this from this man, and then I found in '87. I know a man that has golf carts. There's an '87 club car golf cart.
wow.
And I took the guts out of that and the motor and all that and installed it into this.
Oh,
So
that is really amazing, Joe.
I haven't put the batteries in it yet, but that's about $600 for the batteries. So,
Oh wow.
so I didn't do. And then on your right, you're still taking your video.
Yeah.
On your right is a 1979 Datsun pickup truck.
Oh, sweet.
It is the year before it turned to Nissan.
Oh.
And this car, this truck was called a 1-ton. And it had six spoke hubs on it. And of course, I've got the motor out of it,
Yeah.
the transmission, and all the front suspension. I've got the fuel tank out. I'm in the process of, I don't know, doing something with this. I'll
Yeah.
put some kind of motor in there and things like that. Anyway, it is a one of a kind. Let me move this bike out of the way for you, Jake.
All right.
And it was owned by a Spanish fella in California.
Okay.
And his family was in Mexico.
All right.
And so he wasn't, didn't have enough money to have two cars and things like that, or a big car that would hold his children also.
Oh, wow.
So he took this truck to a customizing shop in California. Now tap down here.
Oh, right here.
This cab, which is about 2.5 feet, which is the club cab, is fiberglass.
Oh, wow.
And the frame was cut, and 2.5 feet were added, and this cab was then placed behind the metal cab. That was
Oh,
in front.
wow. That is,
Most incredible car.
it is,
It's
it is
a
awesome.
one of a kind.
Yep,
I bought
awesome
it in
truck.
Mesa, Arizona. I did some work on it, quite a bit of work on it, and I drove it here to Nebraska with my 90, I think she was 92 at the time, my mom
Yeah.
in the back seat.
Okay.
And my mom, that's a toolbox that I got on Craigslist and things like that. It's quite the little truck. And so
I remember-
the motor failed on me. It
sorry.
ate a valve seat, and so
Oh,
I
shoot.
couldn't drive it anymore. So I just put it in here and took it apart.
Gotcha.
So I'm a project guy. I have a 1926 Model T in Mesa, Arizona.
Oh, wow.
That I bought from my wife's father here in Nebraska.
The crank type that you hand crank?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Now, I spoiled it. I was in touch with some real Model T guys, and they wanted to help me restore it to its original. But you see, I'm from California, and I was born in Hollywood.
Oh, wow.
And raised in the San Fernando Valley, and so I've got to have a hot rod. And so I took the car, I disassembled the car completely,
Oh, wow.
and then rebuilt it as a nostalgia street rod. It's all black, just like they were, no chrome. All the chrome is, I didn't put any chrome on it. Of course, I lowered it and lowered it in the front. It has a real nice stance, and I put a Ford 4-cylinder motor in it.
Sweet.
I put a 1979 Ford Courier 4-cylinder motor in that, 2.3 liter. They belonged to Mitsubishi at that time.
Oh, Joe.
And then Ford, the engine was so good, it was so beefy in the bottom end where the crank is, that Ford bought that motor, and it became the 2.3 liter that they used in the early Mustangs.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, just a little bit of history there. Okay, let's go
That's neat.
over here to the right.
Okay, I'm gonna